Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my week 2 check-in for the month of November. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bad, but I have been without a voice all week and this is the first time that I can actually hear myself. Our household has been sick. Baby girl was sick since last week Friday. She's getting better. I'm getting better now, and now my husband is sick. So there we are with that. It is early in the morning, and I actually need to hurry up and do this video so we can get ready and head out the house. And I am drinking my green tea, y'all, okay? So we are going to jump right on in and get to the numbers. I apologize if I seem a little scattered because I wasn't fully prepped with all of my numbers, but I think I'm going to be okay. So we are going to head over to my transactions and we're going to talk about all of the things that we had going on. So we started off with everything that happened on the first, nothing happened on the second, and now we're going to do the third. So we are going to do 11/3. And if you are new to my channel, the way this is this is my household budget that me and my husband share. And we have just decided on the amount of money that needs to go into this account to make sure that our bills are paid for. I don't know. This happens to me every time I start new again. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. New again. So yeah, that's just how it is. And then we pay all of our bills out of this account, but then we do have our own personal bills as well too. And and so yeah, that's how it works. Sorry, y'all. I get paid bi-weekly and my husband gets paid weekly, so that's why it looks like his amounts are smaller than mine. And then also on the third, I also got paid and I ended up putting 1370 in the account because I did extra monies for our cashless envelopes. So I decided, matter of fact, I needed to actually change this. Um, 1370 plus 680. So I actually technically put 2050 into the account because 800 of it went to um, our cashless envelopes because I really wanted to make sure that I had cash on our debit card. So going forward, I can kind of use the debit card a little bit more, but I go back and forth. But if I use the credit card for my cashless cash envelopes, at least I know the money is there and then I can just go and pay it back right there and then. So that makes me feel a little bit better. So that was what happened on the third when it came to income. Now, the only other thing that I ended up having to pay for was our electric, and that was on the 9th. And you guys will see that I'm going to start making notes so that you guys can, oops, okay, so that you guys can see, because it's going to show that our account is negative, but it's not actually negative. It's, oh, okay, first let's do this, 11/9. Um, okay, but that is the right number. And we paid $134 to our electric, so it's definitely coming down. It was $7.50, 51 cents over what was budgeted, but this was charged to Discover. So I actually charge these to our Discover card so that I make sure they are paid on time. And then at the end of the month, I reconcile that credit card and pay everything back. And then also we'll do on here, even though I did this before, we are just going to write it for this date and keep it moving. We put $400 to groceries. And if you guys haven't checked out my cashless cash stuffing, you should go and check it out. And I go through all of these amounts with you guys, but I put 220 to for gas. And the reason I changed this up a little bit is I realized my check-ins, my weekly check-ins were off again. So I made this month a 5 week. And so I knew that I was going to need a little bit of extra money in these accounts. And I'm going to go back to like my bulk grocery shopping at the beginning of the month. I don't know why, y'all. I allow myself to stray away from things that's been working for me just because I see other people aren't necessarily doing that, or they're doing something else that works for them. And I'm like, oh, well, that could work for me too. And then that's just not what's happening. So I'm going to get back to what I know and what works for me. So you can see that all of that was allocated. And if we come back up over here, you'll see what the actuals were, and it equals out to 800. And then you see electricity. And if you look over here, it says we have 1740 left. So I guess it doesn't look that terrible, but yeah, because we're about to pay our mortgage in the next week. So yeah. Now we're going to head over to the fun part, which is our monthly expense tracker. And we are going to go over to November. And so we're going to start plugging in the numbers, you guys. So I am also like writing these down as well to make sure like I have the same things going on. Y'all, I have not been doing well with um, meal planning and making lunches. So you'll see a common theme here with me spending money I don't need to be spending. So I got Chipotle on Friday and I had charged that to the Discover card, and I spent $15.16. And that is going to come out of personal. And I put where this money was charged to, so it makes it easier for me whenever I go back to paying my credit card, or if it was already charged to just like my actual debit cards. I got my nails done. That was also on the Discover card. It would have came out of my personal, like actual, like debit card, but I realized I had left it at home, and so just had to charge it there. This was also personal, so got my nails done. Oops, here. That was on the 4th as well. And then also on the 4th, I think I talked about this in or you guys will see it soon, in my What I Eat in a Day. I was hungry, and so this wasn't the best thing to do. And I went to McDonald's. Yeah, that's trash. I don't even really eat McDonald's like that, but y'all gonna see clearly I am going through it, and I need to get it together, y'all, because my stomach issues are getting worse. But this was another personal. So I'm just spending money like I got money to spend. Next was going to be groceries. And I did a Walmart and, well, yeah, Walmart and Discover. And Discover, if you guys don't know, no, it was actually not on Discover. Just kidding. Um, it was on PayPal because I did a grocery pickup and it has my PayPal on there and I get 3% back. So it just gets charged to that. And we spent um 63.56. Oh, 63.56. So I did pretty good there. I already had stuff, y'all, when I was doing this grocery pickup. I already had some stuff at home, so I didn't need to pick up like too much. And I did some of our meals. I think we only ended up not cooking once this week. So, also on the 4th, we also spent a little bit more money. So I bought some health stuff, and that was also on the PayPal because I did it at, I need to better label this. We're going to say we went to Walmart and it was PayPal, and I spent $25.68 on health. Because, like I said, y'all, baby girl wasn't feeling good, and we needed to make sure she had enough like medicine if she was going to need anything. And I needed to make sure she did not have any Tylenol at school. So I also needed to make sure that we had got Tylenol to give to her school so that all of that was like taken care of. So spent that on health. And then we spent $7.54. I don't remember what I got, but oh, that's what it was. I picked up some, we needed some more like softener because the one that I had was running out and I wasn't ready to do my big bulk buy, so I just got a small one. So I did that because I'm going to get ready. Hopefully, everything will last until the end of the month and I can do my bulk household shopping in December because that's what I like to do is like my quarterly, um, what is that called? My quarterly bulk shopping. And then also we had, um, and y'all, I didn't go to the store like separately all these different times. I just broke up everything on the receipt. So you're not like, this lady is crazy. No, I just broke up everything on the receipt, y'all. So that was everything that happened on the 4th. Next is going to be the 6th. So once again, I went back to eating. I actually had a doctor's appointment this day. Um, and so on my way back to work, because I was supposed to be off, um, I went and picked up something, which I think is what like really spiraled me out of control because I had planned on coming home and making chili, and then I was gonna have leftovers, and then I was gonna do this, and then I was gonna do that, and none of that happened. And then I was sick, and I just wasn't feeling well, and I didn't. I came home and pretty much went to sleep like every single day. So, um, yeah, like I was a non-factor this week, y'all, a non-factor. Um, So that was kind of what was going on in my life right now. Then I had got some gas, and I got gas for $38 whenever it wants to type that. $38.27. Y'all, I know I say this kind of like in every video. I'm using my iPad to do these videos, and I got the keyboard and the mouse for like $12 from Temu. and they work well, but it's like you sometimes have to like just like bang on the keys in order for them to work, or you gotta touch them a couple of times before they actually do anything, and so sometimes that gets on my nerves. But then I went back, y'all, to McDonald's, and I think this was breakfast because I was starving. This past week, I was eating like I've never eaten before. I'm not even sure why, but I was. And I just allowed myself to just be there, be there, be there. I couldn't even like allow myself to get overwhelmed because it's just, it is what it is. These are out of order, but for lunch this day, I got Chick-fil-A. I think, no, this actually came out of my SoFi account. So my SoFi account is my personal like spending account. Um, and I have a SoFi checking and savings. Um, and Chick-fil-A was $9.88. And that was also personal. So y'all can see I got real personal this week. Um, And then also that evening, I had to go for like the last, ever since we came back from vacation, my husband has had like, at first he thought that it was his contacts that made his eyes like super, super red and itchy. He did not have the pink eye. He had like something else, and um, he had been going to the eye doctor and all sorts of stuff. And I needed to go pick him up medicine. But ever since time has changed, it's like no one knows how to drive in the dark. And I was super, super thirsty. So I picked up a drink at McDonald's before going, or while I was waiting at HEB for his prescription that day. Then on the 9th, since I have not been cooking dinner, y'all, well, not cooking dinner, but taking lunch, we had our food truck, and this was actually on my Quicksilver card. Um, I we had our food truck and I spent $13.53. So yeah, y'all, this is just crazy. Everything was just me doing personal. I don't even think I have that much money, y'all. Like, what is going on? What is going on? We're gonna have to tighten up for the rest of the month. Um, And then lastly, I wasn't sure if they were coming, but they came yesterday. Our grass got cut. And so this they get paid through Venmo. So it comes directly out of our household checking account, our household like spending accounts, because our checking account is with a credit union and that is only for bills. And then we have Ally, which is our like spending accounts where our sinking funds and our household cashless envelopes sit. So, um, yeah. So, y'all, that was everything that I spent from the 3rd through the 9th. It seems like a whole lot because I was just typing in stuff, but it really was a lot. I was going ham, y'all, okay? Now we're going to quickly go in and actually do the check-in part of it. So, when I was stuffing this with you guys, I rolled over 116.88. I stuffed $400. Everything that I spent from the previous week, they all have been paid off in full. So we were remaining with $283.12 for groceries. I've already done the math to save us some time. So this week I've spent $68.72 on groceries. And now that leaves us with $214.40. Gas, we started off at negative $50.28. And any negatives that you see, that just means that there is a charge on our credit card that needs to be paid off. I'm not like negative in my like checking account. We added $220. Hold on. and we spent $38.27 in gas. Household, we started at $292.85. We added $150 and we spent $42.54 for the week. So that leaves us with $431 for gas. We are left with $131.45 for the month. Spending, I have not spent anything in spending. This spending, y'all, is for our household spending. So if my husband's like, hey, let's go and go out to eat, or maybe I want to go pick up some decorations for the house or random things that have to deal with the house, not my personal spending habits or eating habits or anything like that. So that was everything for household. So we spent a total of $149.53 for week 2. For personal, we started off at $2.64. We added 110 and we spent this week $116.63. So we're definitely in the negative $3.99. And then here for my sinking funds, we only just write what we spent, and that was $25.68 from sinking funds. And I'm going to put over here that it was for health so that I know that. And whenever I pay the sinking funds back, I try to go ahead and highlight it. I also put that these were paid. So you see in week 1, I know that I went through my budget and made sure everything that was spent that week went ahead and got paid back. So I will do the same thing later on, like this evening or over the weekend, is go through everything and make sure all of it gets paid back. So that is it for my week 2 check-in, y'all. I am super late. It is 6:30. I'm gonna go and get baby girl. We're gonna go and get dressed and get out of here. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share with your friends and family. And I will see you guys in the next one.